Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is another box from my deck collection. We're going through another one of my long boxes. This is box number 41. And normally they are not labeled. This one says products. And so I did take a peek. I did peek because I wanted to make sure that it was what I was thinking. It is what I was thinking. This is going to be a really fun box, actually. Fun box because I don't know that I've reviewed a lot of these. Some of them don't need to be reviewed. they're not review worthy. I'll start off with two that are going to be super easy. This is a deck of Simpsons playing cards that I have not opened. There you go. So it's got Krusty as a Joker there. They're obviously made in China. They got all the different Simpsons characters on there. If I opened it, I don't have a box for it. So I don't know how this was sold. I think this is some sort of promotional deck that was given out. At one time, I knew a gentleman that worked on The Simpsons, and he went to some party where they were giving away a bunch of Simpsons paraphernalia. And so he gave me this. So probably isn't worth anything, but there you go. And I have these, which I believe that's the Marlboro Man, right? That's the Marlboro Man from cigarettes. And again, no box, so it's still wrapped up. Quad pipped, that's all I know. And then there's a little Ace of Spades where one of the characters is painting the King of Spades, but otherwise, don't have any other information for you. I mean, it's a one-way back, right? I guess. There is that. And I think I've got some others. So Dallas Cowboys, I also have, which is ironic because now I live near Dallas. I didn't used to when I first got this. It says poker size, plastic cards, finest quality, made in Taiwan, which doesn't necessarily mean best quality, but didn't open them for whatever reason. Didn't open that deck. And then this is a deck from Intel, the computer people, right? It's blue all the way around. I don't have any idea what it looks like on the inside. It says tools and technologies. There's even a long URL down there at the bottom that I'm sure doesn't work anymore. It looks like that. There's the URL if you want to look it up yourself. But yeah, didn't unwrap this, so don't have any idea what those look like either. And then I have from a movie, The Good Thief. So this is Nick Nolte and Neil Jordan, The Good Thief, movie I never saw. Probably this was given away as a promotion for the movie theater, and it says in theaters April 2003, which was X amount of years ago. Fox Searchlight Pictures has a little description of the movie, some quotes. It says not for sale, right? Yeah, not for sale. So there's that. Watch, you do a Google and you're like, oh look, David, it's worth $1,000. Transformers playing cards, little hologram there of not Optimus, who am I thinking of? Megatron, right? Megatron turning into a gun. And again, still in the peg hook plastic. Did not open these just because for whatever reason. They are bicycle branded though, so that's kind of cool. Shows you a little bit about what they look like on the inside. I know this is ironic since normally I say I open up all my decks, but in this regard, I did not. Chicago Cubs, probably my all-time favorite baseball team, and again, same company that made the Dallas Cowboy ones, again made in Taiwan, unopened, still has the little pig hook plastic on there, so did not open those. And then Coca-Cola, these are bicycle branded, and the back design shows some of the back of the tuck shows some of the cards there. On the face, it just says Coca-Cola playing cards, nothing else. They were $4 originally. There's a price tag on there. So those are the ones that I did not open. Everything else here is open deck, and we're gonna see similar. Oh wait, I got one more. So Jameson Irish Whiskey. These are bridge size cards, not open. So it says Jameson Irish Whiskey, established since 1780, still sealed. So yeah, that's the last of my sealed decks. Oh wait, I got one more. I have another one. So Southwest Airlines. I thought I have a Southwest Airlines one that's open. says Symbol of Freedom. It's got Coke down there at the bottom, so obviously it was a collaboration. Red tuck seal. Says 2002 Coca-Cola, made in China. So yeah, not bicycle brand cards. So now we can get into the cards that are open. So your basic deck, playing cards, says basic. I want to say this was a brand of cigarettes back in the day. It says made in the USA. Kind of a fun deck because it's all white, right? Completely white. Has the basic logo on the top and bottom. Pretty sure these were cigarettes. Court cards kind of have a vintage Hoyle look to them, right? And then kind of a thin font in the corner. Their hearts, reds are a little darker than most. They kind of feel like they could be bicycle cards or Hoyle, right? And I didn't see an ace of spades or a joker to even show you. This could have been back in the day when I was ditching all my jokers. Here's your ace of spades. Standard ace. Says United States Playing Card Company underneath that. Date code says T6810. T6810. So that could be the year code. Could be. It might. Maybe it might not be. Who knows? Who knows? Does it say? Does it say? Does it say? Doesn't say. Let's scooch a little bit. Tim Burton playing cards. I saw these at Barnes & Noble for a while, so they could even still be there. I don't even know. They're not the greatest. They're not the greatest cards feel, but they're fun looking. The cards repeat, I remember that. So one-way back design of red stripes and a little skull and crossbones. I'm really loving Wednesday, by the way, the TV show, Wednesday. It's been really good, but totally clumpy, so not coated. These are just paper cards, which is too bad because they've got really great pictures on them. The spades, all the pips have been redesigned. I wish Tim Burton would just get these reprinted on better cardstock because they're cool. I like them. But again, the pictures are going to repeat. So the aces and the courts, there's your hearts, are going to repeat every single time. So the jacks are all the same. Queens are all the same. Kings are all the same. Aces are all the same. I think they're all from a book, right? Aren't they from one of his like children's books? It's not Sock Boy. It's like something Boy, right? Where he's got a little S on his shirt there. Yeah. And I'm trying to see if there's another different card. Oh, here's one joker. It's like a guy with pin cushions in him. So I like the whole deck. I do. It's on just the worst cardstock you could probably find. You know, Tim Burton could probably afford to fund his own printing of this deck and have it done better, but alas. There's a couple that could go together. I'll do these. Jack Daniels. I still remember buying this deck. I bought it at a grocery store way back when I was a kid. First started collecting cards. Gentlemen's Playing Cards there on the side. Let's see if there's a year. 1994. 1994 Hoyle deck. Big fat tongue flap. And one-way back design. Same as the back of the tuck. Front or back of the tuck, right? And papery feel. Not the best handling. And made to look like old vintage cowboy cards. So everything's kind of blurred, old, drawn, aged, weathered. And not only was it one of the first decks I got, but it was, you know, or at least first custom decks I got, right? I was collecting decks long before this, but getting into custom cards, seeing a custom deck like this where all the cards were different and, you know, there was a theme to it, that was really exciting in my youth. I thought that was kind of cool. Don't ask me how old I was in 1984. I don't even remember. Along with that, Jim Beam playing cards. So again, this is alcohol, right? Whiskey, right? Is it whiskey? I don't even know. World's Finest Playing Cards, it says on the side. Also, Hoyle, okay? There's your Hoyle Ace of Spades right there. And again, it's a one-way back design of the Jim Beam label, which, you know, totally clumpy because, well, they're old. They're old and probably got played with a lot. So the sides are kind of gray, not too bad. And then these are going to be your standard Hoyle quartz. Well, from a long time past they are. Here's your clubs and hearts and spades. They're really clumpy. They are just coming off in clumps. Diamonds. And again, I didn't see any jokers because I think, like, oh, so clumpy. Back in the day, I used to get jokers and I used to get the ad cards and the jokers and I used to throw them all away. Because I liked it when they went right into the deck, the tuck box. So I liked having the extra room in there, so I took them out. Michael Keaton Batman playing cards. How awesome is that, right? Look at all that edging, which is kind of ironic because this is also a Tim Burton film. So kind of a little Tim Burton action back to back. And Batman playing cards, $2.96, it says on the bottom. A lot of flecking on the sides. A card about Catwoman. It also has a little write-up about the Penguin and has a little write-up about Batman. The back design is a one-way back. It says Batman Returns because it was the second film with Penguin and Catwoman. So you get kind of that action happening, which is nice. It's nice. Faces are black bordered with a picture of the card in the center. I don't understand how that makes it Batman-y, especially when the front isn't a black border. Heart has a bat symbol on it. And the quartz have pictures of Batman. So Batman's on the king. Here's Batman again on the king. And yep, Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, is on the queen. And the jack is the penguin. So that's going to be all throughout. So there's your ace of spades. There's your king, queen, jack. Can you imagine if somebody like walked by your screen right now and saw me showing old Batman cards or pictures of Michelle Pfeiffer, and I was like, hey, and they'd be like, what are you watching? Why are you watching old Michael Keaton Batman cards? That seems so strange and so random. You could say, yes, it is. That's how Magic Orthodoxy rolls. And then your jokers, 2 characters from the Psycho Circus. Look how I just pulled that out. That was a reference hidden way back deep in my brain, but I knew it nonetheless. That's right, I know comics. Because I collect comics. I'm a comic connoisseur. You want to keep going with comics? I can keep going with comics. I will keep going. And I will give you 2 Spider-Mans. 2 Spider-Man decks. This is Spider-Man 2, and this is Spider-Man. So I guess Spider-Man 1. So Green Goblin. Back when they used to make decks for every movie. So green edged. And of course the back design is the Green Goblin, not Spider-Man. Bizarre, right? One-way image of the Green Goblin. So interesting border, right? I wonder if we're going to see the same thing. Oh no, every card has a picture. These are just drawings of Spider-Man. So, and not even from the film. So just different shots of the characters. Yep. Some are upside down because I'm holding them upside down. Very uncreative deck. Like just production shot from the movie poster, I'm guessing. 2 jokers look like that. I mean, when you like Spider-Man as much as me, and you get a deck like this, it just seems kind of junky. Like, I don't know. It seems like something a little kid would play with. Why would you put the Green Goblin on the back? It's a Spider-Man deck. Should be Spider-Man. Let's see if Spider-Man 2 is any better. Well, I don't know. Was the movie better? One-way image. At least it's Spider-Man this time in a standing position. Because Spider-Man's always standing. Those are his best shots, is when he's standing, right? So, one-way image. Spider, spider, spider. Logo Spider-Man. This is a logo Spider-Man. Spider-Man's face in a circle. Spider-Man. Again, these are all drawings. Just rando drawings. The court cards are full color. I'll turn this around. Full color courts. So that's kind of cool. At least it doesn't have that bubble in the corner like the other ones did. And then I guess it starts over with the same exact artwork. So every 7 is the same, every 6 is the same, every 5 is the same, every 4 is the same, 3, 2, ace. There you go. Doc Ock. And then, so the only way you know what card you have is by looking at the pip in the corner. Otherwise, the faces are completely identical. So that's all I have for comics, unless you count the Animaniacs as comics. Kinda. TV, really. United States Playing Card Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Red seal, yeah. And let's see what's inside. One-way back design of the Animaniacs. Can you name both brothers and sister? I'll give you a hint. The sister's name is Dot. You remember the name of the other two guys? Let's see if you remember. Are these bridge? No, they're poker size. And they're going to be pictures of the Animaniacs. What's your favorite Animaniacs song? There's a lot of good ones. I'd be really curious to hear what your favorite Animaniacs song is. The country song, man, so many. That would be #1 for, I think, a lot of people. The country song. And if you memorize it, that's a great way to learn your countries, right? I did not appreciate when they came back, the reboot that came out recently. It was supposed to appeal to people like me. It did not. So I wasn't thrilled. I was excited when they said it was coming back, and then not excited when I actually saw it. So there's that. And then Santa Claus, Coca-Cola. I've got some random boxes of bridge cards around. I'll have to pull those out sometimes and show them to you. But I got a bunch of like Santa Claus and Coca-Cola decks, amongst other stuff. So here's your back design, one way, right? This is not, you know, when you have a back design like this, it's not as impressive in a spread. It's just, you know, it's Santa. Here's your generic Ace of Spades that you see on a lot of generic decks. Standard pips, standard blue bordered courts. So nothing exciting about this. One Joker, Santa Claus in black and white, which is the same image that was on the back. You don't need me to go into more, right? It's when it's a standard face, Cheetos and Doritos and, check this out, Pepsi. So these are all going to be the same. They're all from Hoyle, USA. There's your tuck seal. Is there a date code on the bottom? 6902, 6940, and 6930. All Hoyle. Does not say a date. So Pepsi is actually my favorite soft drink. If you gave me a choice between Pepsi or Coke, I say Pepsi. Check out this date code. It's on the flap there. That's kind of K. St. Paul, Minnesota, 1998 is what this says. So here's your back design. I love you too, Pepsi. So, kind of clumpy. Similar Hoyle deck that we saw previously. There was another Hoyle deck we were looking at. So, same. Was there an Ace of Spades in here somewhere? Here it is. Yeah, same, right? Exactly the same. So really the only thing interesting on these is just the back design and the box. So I can show you that. Chester Cheetah, right? Who's still a character. He's still around. Look at that big tongue flap. So there's your back design. It's all white, except for Chester Cheetah. One-way back design. Ace of Spades. It's going to be the same exact deck that we saw before. I probably bought all three of these at the same time in the same store, right off the shelf. And I was like, Doritos! I still love all these things. Doritos and Pepsi? Ugh. I could eat Doritos and Pepsi all day long. So there's your Doritos. And not the Cool Ranch, like, no, just classic Doritos. That's all I want. And it could be the bite-sized bag or the full bag. I could go through a whole bag of Doritos, no problem. No, I got a question for you guys after this, so stick around. Don't run off. And 2 decks of Star Wars. So this is obviously, oh, they're both Empire. Both Empire. They are for the 30th anniversary. Looks like the 30th anniversary for Empire. So shows the back, some of the face cards. You could pull them out and see what they look like. The back design is that poster. Let's pull this one out. As much as I love to look at Star Wars, oh, way different. So this is the title shot. That's a very strange back design and weird layout. And really, this is the back. That is the back design. That is bizarre. Especially when the other one looks like this, right? That's like no comparison. And different. They are different. So this one has kind of a black and white face going on. And what is this? Is this Star Wars or is this Empire? Oh, yeah. It's the poster for New Hope, poster for Empire, poster for Jedi, and the new Star Wars saga. It's interesting that this is the 30th anniversary of Empire, and they're showing us pictures from the new saga, prequels, right? Lots of Jango Fett. That's bizarre. That this is right. That there's, I guess maybe this is just the spades. The spades are all. The diamonds say Return of the Jedi. Revenge. Oh, Revenge of the Jedi. Okay. Ooh, and another Revenge of the Jedi graphic. Return of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi. Oh, so these are all movie posters. So now we're in movie posters. So this whole suit is various movie posters. And that's a crazy one. These are all foreign. Are we in the clubs now? Yeah, clubs is showing. Oh, these are all Empire posters. Are the clubs. I have this poster framed in my room, signed by David Pross. That is the truth. And another Empire. And then, what, Star Wars? Episode 4, yeah, New Hope. So, some New Hope posters. And I have this as a shirt. I think I have this logo as a shirt. Nothing else interesting. And the pips and indices are so small. They're just like right there on the edge. So, not as great to play with as far as cards go. And this deck, again, oh, so the Joker has a wanna buy a used droid in language from what am I thinking of? I was gonna say Ewok, and then I was like, it's not Ewok, dum dum. Yeah, Jawa. Here's some quotes from Star Wars. Some more quotes. This is the quote deck, it looks like. Remember, the Force will be with you always. You've been a good smuggler, but now you're Banther fodder. And the prequels again. So, in celebration of Empire, it's a quote deck from all the various films, including the prequels. So, and bizarrely, that as the back for Empire Strikes Back. But yeah, so that's my deck. That's my box deck. Blech. That's my box 41. What'd you like? What'd you not like? Of the boxes, can I talk? Of the boxes that I didn't open, right? Any of those you were like, oh, I wish you would open those. Like, you really want me to open the Good Thief? Are you like really excited about that one? Or Intel? Like, which one should I open? Google those on the eBay. Which ones of these am I sitting on, like $1 million deck? Any of these $1 million decks? You could look them up for me. That'd be kind of cool. I have a question for you. I was gonna pull out a different box, and then I stopped, because I was convinced we had done that box before. You got a second? Do you have a second? Hang on a second. Look at this. All right, so I was going to pull this box out to do this box today, but it said blue crown on the side, and I could have sworn we did blue crown already. I could have sworn. This was in the pile that we hadn't done, okay? But we did this one, right? Inspire, Knox, the Boardwalk cards, the three visas. Did we do this? Tell me if you remember doing this. Sky Island, the Crown deck. I could have sworn we did this. The Blue, Inspire, the Aladdins. Come on, the Nauticals. We did this one, right? This is the problem of doing this like this. The altruism deck. Come on, we did this one, right? We did. I totally remember doing this one. Tell me down below you remember me doing this one too, because then I'll put this in the right pile. But for some reason this was in the other pile, but I could have sworn we did this one. If you remember, tell me down below. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. See you next time. Bye.